Qualifying for the BetRivers 200 at Dover, as my car decides if it wants to start or not. (23.2) is the time to beat. I don't suspect we're going to do that. Ran 23.5s in a couple practice laps that we did. Sent it a little bit too low of an entry into 1 and 2. Had to be off the gas a little bit more than I would have liked. Off of turn 4. It's certainly not going to be my best lap ever, but a 23.4 is good for 7th. In terms of my qualifying performances, that's pretty good. What are the odds of winning this one, and can we punt Jesus? I'd say pretty good. Now, Jesus is going to be towards the back of the field, and after the karma we experienced last week at Talladega, I'd like to not punt Jesus, as Ryan Sieg takes pole. Huh. Interesting. Where is Jesus? Last. Dead last. Landon Cassill with a 25.6. So, the only way we're going to see the Jesus car is if we're lapping it. Odds are. Or if we screw up like we did last week. All right. BetRivers 200 at Dover. Timmy Hill is fast? Ryan Sieg is fast. We knew that. Jeremy Clements fails pre-race inspection and heads to the back. All right, then. Well, we're starting on the inside, which is a good thing here at Dover. I don't want to be messing around with being in traffic hopefully too long. Gears are so short, but we get a good start to the inside and up into 5th or 6th spot. Slide up a little bit into the 20 of Harrison Burton and in behind Noah Gragson. Long lift there, but it pushes up the track and opens up the inside for Cindric, which is not where I want to be, as there's Harrison Burton on our outside, 3 wide into turn 1. Let's try and set up a nice run as we're into Brandon Jones, launching us to the inside of Ross Chastain. Touching the apron, a real messy start out of me. Battling for 4th spot with our teammate, Noah Gragson. A launch into the corner. I don't know if that's going to be the move, because then we're just going to push up the track and open up the inside for the AI. Up on the high side, not where I want to be. Should have a good run on Chastain here. Oh, and I messed up my turning point on entry. Had to get out of it to not run into the back of the Kaulig car. That's a good run. Don't push up into the 10. Couldn't stay on the gas on corner exit. Right up here fighting with the leaders. It almost bites a little bit too much in the center of the corner. But I don't want to tighten it up because it already has moments where it feels tight as is. Good run on Cindric off the back of him that upset the front of our car. We're hard into the inside wall. No caution. But we're going to have some left side damage, and that's the danger of Dover. Those cars that ride around the outside, it just feels like, especially with this setup, it's always felt like you just kind of push up into them. But we've got some clean racetrack for now. Hopefully this top 3 breakaway can separate themselves a little bit. You're seeing the speed we can run and how fast we can get here, but it's all about getting around these guys. We're running single file. I like our chances. Trying to go to the outside of Sieg. A little bit of contact on his back bumper.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear.
Through into third. 14 to go here in stage 1. Big lunge in. On second place, Ross Chastain. The car just dancing around. Loose is fast here at Dover. And now they go 2 wide again. What the Raiders do. A good run on Cindric. We're going to get to the inside of him. Now it's us and Chastain. Oh, a little bit of contact with the apron, but we save it. Chastain goes to the high side. This is how we wound up in the inside wall last time. A little bit more careful now. Well, we might get around him here. And I think we will. Through into the lead. With 11 to go of the stage. Now, can we pull away? Saints take Spencer Rattler. Wow. I figured they were going to take a quarterback. I was worried about them in round 1, but all the quarterbacks were already gone. Now starting to pull away just a little bit. Not certain if we're going to catch the tail end of the pack before the end of the stage. Something tells me we will. The car is incredibly loose as the tires start to wear. It's been dancing around the entirety of this first stage, but now as the tires are gone, it's getting a little scary. .2 second lead over Ross Chastain. Chad Fincham going to go to the inside. Not exactly where I'd prefer him. Maybe he'll drift back up high. It kind of stays right in the middle, but we'll get around 36th place. There's Jesus. Sorry about last week. We're not going to touch him here at Dover. No reason. Although, hey, again, we may have wrecked Landon Cassill in the Jesus car, but it benefited him. Now Baccarella gets in front of us, 32nd place. Hopefully we don't wind up with front end damage because of that. I think we're clear at Jeff Green, and we are. Although, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't karma from Jesus last week. Maybe it was... Who knows? Bad luck, bad timing on a move. Now, it would have been really funny had it been Landon Cassill that stole another win away from us. We have given away races that we've dominated in the Cup Series the last 2 weeks at Texas and Talladega. Front stretch on the final lap, Greg fucking Biffle. Matt Mills there. That scared me. Not really a reason to be this aggressive lapping the AI. Got a pretty decent lead. I just don't want to get stuck in behind one of them and have them run the wrong line, get in our way, and we take even more damage than we already have here in stage 1. Well, we know the tires can make it a full stage. I'm not certain they can make it a full fuel run. Hard to say. 1 to go here in stage 1. A little bit dicey. Had some contact with the inside wall. Our car's a little bit banged up, but it's still fast. Got a rocket here at Dover. And we win stage 1. So we drop back to 6th after fixing 4 seconds of damage after stage 1. Can I get down to the inside? Yes. And our rocket ship already up to 3rd in behind Ross Chastain. We can get 2nd. Now, to be honest, I almost thought about not fixing the damage, as this is not where I want to be. Oh, we're getting hooked. We're getting hooked. It's a save for the moment. We're going to plow through the corner here, but we never hit anything. I've got to pause the game and save that replay. Holy shit. Oh, God. Ah! Sieg! What the fuck? Ryan Sieg may have a hot rod, but he doesn't know what to do with it. At the moment, neither do I. It's almost like that damage helped us. This setup is not meant to run up here. But with the line of cars on the inside, I don't know how aggressive we want to be. In behind Anthony Alfredo. Not certain if we can get a run, and I'm also not certain if we want to force it 3 wide. Wait for our moment. Alfredo slides up. Will he leave the bottom open? Yes, he will. Jesus. Stupid apron. Well, if the wheels fall off, not going to be good for our crew chief. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Slide up in front of the 20. What the fuck is Alex LeBay doing up here? Trying to pass the 19 of Brandon Jones, but LeBay drops to the inside. That's a move. Not a smart one. As here comes LeBay to make it 3 wide. Oh, I don't like where this is going. A little bit of a slide job on Jones. And now we set our sights on LeBay again. Oh, touch the apron. What's going on, Harry? Doing good, but battling a fucking bouncy race car. 10 to go here in stage 2. Now, the good news is that we haven't taken any damage yet here in the stage, so wherever we can wind up here in stage 2, we shouldn't have to sacrifice track position to fix the car again. I thought we had a run. We didn't. Can't get around LeBay. Oh, what the fuck? I just wish they'd hold their line. Gotta run now on LeBay. To the inside of the 36 again. He might try and cross us over. Setting our sights rather on Riley Herbst and Timmy Hill, who's got a rocket ship here at Dover. Oh boy. Might have the move done on Herbst. And we do. I feel like we might be able to get second here by the end of the stage. I don't know about winning the stage.
Still there. Clear high, clear high.
Although Briscoe's running the high side and Chastain is already passing lap traffic, so who knows? We put together some decent laps. Actually, no, that's not Chastain, the black car. A couple cars ahead of us. Chastain is long gone. 5 to go in stage 2. Running down Chase Briscoe in the 98. Good corner exit. And Briscoe goes high. Come on, car. Grip. 4 to go. I think we've got the move done. I think that is... Actually, no, that is not Chastain. Ross Chastain is gone for the stage win. We can put... Ow, what the fuck? We can put down some solid laps and hopefully hold off Briscoe for second. Restart on the front row in stage 3. Don't you do it, Joe Graff Jr. What good did that do you? You're already a lap down. 2 to go. Chastain didn't even get caught up in this nonsense. Loose again. Am I wearing through the tires anymore? No. Group of 4 cars, a lap down, all racing hard. We're into the number 4. There's Jesus again. 1 to go in stage 2. We'll get through that. And should have a pretty uneventful rest of the stage with only 2 corners to go. Ross Chastain's going to win it. But we fight ourselves back up to second spot, and as long as there's no funny business on this stage break pit stop, we should start stage 3 on the front row. Start of stage 3. We're on the outside of Ross Chastain. And we've gotten good restarts all day. And that'll happen again, even though I kind of forgot just how short these gears are. 53 laps here in the final stage, which means a pit stop somewhere here in stage 3. Now, it's the first time we've gotten some clean racetrack at the start of a stage, so let's see what we can do. Early indications are good. We've got to be consistent, got to lay down pretty decent laps, and not smack any walls, which is an easy thing to do here at Dover. Try and take advantage of these fresh tires to the best of our ability. It'll be halfway next time by as we have a 1.1 second lead over Chase Briscoe. Yeah, the second you start Jeter jump throwing from center field, that'll be a problem. There's that wall that we didn't want to smack, and we actually picked up some damage off of that. Hopefully it doesn't affect the car too much. It's always kind of tough to get a good idea of when your car's pushing out of a corner here at Dover. Don't hit that fucking apron. We may just give the people what they want and play a Mudcats game after this. I think today is the best day to do it this weekend if I'm only going to do one. .2 seconds over Briscoe as we've rebounded nicely from smacking the wall. It didn't feel like I hit the wall that hard, or at least I hit it square. So I didn't think there was any damage, but there is. Gonna be interesting to see if the pit stop here in stage 3 is under green, or if the game will throw a yellow. Like, when the car's damaged, it just feels like it is a little bit tighter, which I've been scared to make a wedge adjustment the entire race, because I don't want to over-adjust one way or the other. So apparently the answer is just cave in your right or left side, and then the car tightens up a little bit. Like, that right there is the first little indication of any bit of sliding of the rear. We don't have to be out here running absolute bangers. Long third stage, over half the race here in stage 3. Honestly, kind of glad the back end tried to come around there. Probably saved us from hitting the wall again. Now, tomorrow's Cup race, gonna be interesting with no real setup customization. The first time in a while I've run a race at Dover like that. In around Joe Graff Jr., slight scrape of the wall. That's all right. Although that'll probably mean a whole lot less chattering of the tires. We've slid through corners a lot today. Just feel the car sliding on exit pretty much every corner. It's where the tire wear is coming from. Now Baccarella, if he's smart, he's going to get out of our way. He didn't really, but I ran into the back of him earlier. Got about a 5-car pack in front of us that could certainly throw a wrench into our race here today.
Careful, still there. All clear.
Hopefully they separate just a little bit.
Still there. Clear high.
Don't make me go through the middle.
Clear high. Clear high.
They did. There's Jesus.
You're all clear at the bottom. All right. Clear.
Incident free with Jesus today. Mills. I say you stay up there. Ah! Apron of death here at Dover. Moving in on Jesse Little. And the 92, is that Williams? Oh, God.
Outside.
Come on, Spood. Junior Motorsports power.
You got room. You're
Oh,
all right. You're clear.
I gotta say, please let me be faster in those two cars and not make me go 3 wide into a corner with lapped cars. Christ almighty. Looks like it settles down for a little bit. Jeffrey Earnhardt sitting in 24th. Should make a nice move on him as long as he doesn't try and dive to the inside.
Still there. All clear.
16 laps to go on the fuel. To be honest, I may leave that damage, especially if the pit stop happens under caution. Oh, God almighty. That got stupid.
Still there.
Hey, I just don't run up to the wall. I think I have more space than I do. They leave a lot of space between their car and the wall. Maybe the driver was a woman. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. Are there any female drivers in the Xfinity Series in-game? Natalie Decker here? I don't think so. Off the gas for David Starr.
Still there. You got room. You're clear.
Contact with the apron. Plenty of talented female drivers out there in the world. We're not doing that. Lapping Vinnie Miller. We've lapped up to 20th place, but Ray Black Jr. does not want to go a lap down. He doesn't really have much of a choice.
All right. You're clear.
Female talent in NASCAR has always been a tough thing to get. It's been quite some time since we've had any. But across the world in general, there's plenty of them. A lot of female drivers that kick my ass, that's for sure. Nine laps to go on fuel. Joe Graff Jr. is going to be in an inconvenient spot.
Still there. They're all around.
Tires surprisingly holding up decent, about 50% on those right sides. Stretched our lead to 5 seconds. Honestly, I might welcome a green flag pit stop the way we're just kind of cruising right now. I just don't think we're going to get that lucky. Or at the very least, we're not going to go caution free.
Yellow flag.
Speaking of, caution comes, and that will eliminate our hope of a green flag pit stop. And estimated repairs is actually at 0, so no reason to mess with that anyway. I kind of like the car better the way it drives right now. So we're going to take 4 tires, 2 cans. I mean, 2 cans isn't necessary, but we're changing 4 tires anyway, so we'll at least do a can and a half. Briscoe gains a spot on us on pit road.
All right, you're coming to the green. Be ready here. Green out, let's go.
A caution pretty much right smack dab in the middle. Here of stage 3, 21 laps to go. And the formula remains the same. Nail down some good laps here and break away a little bit. However, it is a little bit... Car takes a couple laps, I feel like, for the tires to really work in to the point that they're consistent. We're a little bit tight on new tires, can't really hold the bottom. But as long as we have a gap, it's not essential. Looking for our 4th Xfinity Series win in 4 tries here in 2024. The first 2, completely legitimate. Dominant wins. Last week at Talladega, well, we got a little bit stupid, and we paid the price for it on Sunday. The 3rd was a dominant race that just wound up giving us the opportunity to do something dumb, and then that setup at Talladega is just so OP that we were able to run through the field in 2 laps. But hey, once again, we helped out Landon Cassill. As I think here in this 3rd stage, you're really starting to see why I wanted to race Dover. I mean, pretty much when we go bushwhacking, it's because I think we got a good chance to win it. We're going full Kyle Busch. You're not wrong on that. Now, we haven't done a truck race in quite some time. We've only done 2 on the year. Not really sure when our next truck start's going to be. One second lead over Chase Briscoe. If we're mistake-free, I really don't... Well, count that as a mistake, but it's not going to do too much. $14 to go. Certain races will happen in May, yeah. May's going to be a busy month for racing, as is June. We'll be attempting 100% race distance on the greatest day in racing, so Monaco, IndyCar, and the Coke 600. Or they're around that. I don't know what my work schedule is going to be like. We've got events out at the golf course almost every weekend this year, so it might be tough to do it on the exact day, because that is a lot of racing. It's one thing to do the double, the Coke 600 and the Indy 500. Trying to do all three is a long, long day. But we also will have the return of the Mazda MX-5 Cup AI races soon. I plan to do Laguna Seca for that at the tail end of this month. Just been quite busy, so I haven't really had the time. So expect that in early April, or early May, rather. And then the Mazdas have 2 races right around the Indianapolis 500. One on the oval at Indy, one on the road course. And then, of course, we're also doing an AI Indianapolis 500. Full-length distance in that one. In iRacing, AI race as well. So, gonna be a busy month. 9 to go.
Stay low. All set.
And then, of course, June, we've got a big racing event every single weekend. To go along with our Cup Series racing, 2 hours at the Nürburgring on the 1st. 8th of June is the Dirt Late Model Dream at Eldora and World of Outlaws. And then, as Baccarello once again, going to be a little bit of a pain in my ass. And he doesn't hold his line either. Fucking hell. Dirt Late Model Dream at Eldora on June 8th. 24 Hours of Le Mans is the 15th and 16th. We'll be doing 2 hours at Le Mans on the 15th. Watkins Glen on the 22nd and Spa on the 29th. And then 2 other dirt races later in the year. We'll be doing the King's Royal at Eldora, and we'll also be doing the Knoxville Nationals in World of Outlaws for sprint car races. Reminder as always, if there's anyone new in here, you can redeem an entry into the AI Indianapolis 500 for 1 channel point. Just send me a scheme on trading paints to throw on your car, and you can be in that race. The channel point really isn't the most important deal. It's just a way for me to keep track of who's entered and who hasn't. 4 laps to go at Dover. We've got a couple more lap cars to get through. Nearly a 4-second lead over Chase Briscoe, even though we haven't driven the cleanest, as I've been rambling here at the tail end of stage 3, but this car is just good. Three to go. In behind Brandon Brown in 17th spot. I don't know if I want to split the middle here. I'd rather pass Brown on the straightaways. Clements comes down. Josh Williams wants to ride the bottom. We can be patient with him, or we could just go to the outside.
Still there. Clear down low. Careful, still there. All right, you're clear.
In around Matt Mills, I'm not certain, but he may be the last lap car we have to deal with today here at Dover. 1 lap to go. That looks like Jeffrey Earnhardt up ahead of us, but I don't think we're going to catch him. Well, we won't sweep the stages here at Dover today, but we will go through turns 3 and 4 to win our 4th Xfinity race of the year, the BetRivers 200 at Dover.
Fantastic job. Great win.
That is a dominant win. Got a little scary in stage 2. Now see if we can celebrate a little bit without wrecking the car. Nope. All right, well, let's just burn her down on the wall then. Why is the start-finish line floating? Put it on the rev limiter. Burn it up. I want to see smoke flying out of this thing. Rather steam. There it goes. Engine gone. The car just stopped. We done killed it. But the pilot flying J #1 was a missile here today. Let's see if we can find Jesus. There he is. Good enough. There we go. We did not touch Jesus today. And we celebrate our generic trophy, our 4th Xfinity win of this season. Hopefully we can duplicate this tomorrow in the Cup Series. We have dominated the last 2 races in the Cup Series, yet have not come away with the win. Gave one away with a couple laps to go against William Byron at Texas, and Greg Biffle fucking passes us on the final lap with a push from a lapped car in Eric Almirola last week at Talladega. Fastest lap goes to us. We ran a 23.2 in the race, couldn't do it in qualifying. Lead 68 of the 100 laps. Don't think we're going to be on the move or tough break. Austin Hill gets on the move, started 34th, finished 12th. And Riley Herbst gets the tough break, started 16th, finishes last. Certainly the cause of one of those cautions earlier.